Hey guys, believe it or not, one of our secret weapons around becoming a world-class shop that we strive to be is not even focused on manufacturing. We focus on quality of life improvements. So in this video, we're talking DIY mobile workstations, protective rubber mats, and smart doorbells. Now, a few videos back, we received a comment asking specifically about our DIY mobile workstations, which are awesome, by the way, everyone loves them. So let's kick things off by sending it over to Alex and Nathan. We're gonna walk us through some of the designs the guys came up with.
And in case you wanted to follow along and build one for your own shop, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a graphic up on the screen that's gonna have all the part numbers listed out for you guys. Those are gonna be all from McMaster Car, except for the metal desk drawer, which is gonna be from Grainger. So feel free to tweak the design, modify it, feel free to change the tabletop size, whatever you'd like. This is really just a cool tool that we've loved having that's really made a huge impact on how we get work done. How do you tend to like to use your desk setup when you're working just on an average day here?
Yeah, so typically when I'm doing like a new setup or even like a new program, I'll take it to whichever machine I'm gonna currently be using. And that makes it easier because, especially on a new setup, if I'm having to make changes often or just having to make changes, I don't have to go back and forth. I have to walk to my computer, so having it near the machine, just no wasted motion.
Right.
And yeah, and also just being able to see on the screen, especially something new, you can see what it's supposed to do and then see if it's doing the thing.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, it just makes it easier.
Nice. So it just lets you kind of get comfortable and set up wherever you want to be and then kind of make the most of whatever you're going to do at that station. Yeah. And so what kind of, I know due to the design of these desks, they're kind of just customizable by nature since it's just adjustable pipe. Like you could cut it to any length, you can make the desktop any size, you can add a shelf, all that kind of stuff. So walk me through how you've sort of made it your own compared to some of how the other guys have it set up.
Yeah, so first we started out with just having the top, the bottom, and we have the bottom so we could have a battery backup.
Okay, nice.
That way, when you're going from machine to machine, you can unplug and don't have to worry about having to turn off your computer, turn it back on. So,
right.
Or if the power goes out, you have that on there.
Yeah.
We added this, drawer.
The drawer, yeah.
To the desk, just to keep some stuff, whatever. And it was working fine. There was another guy who had raised his desk because the monitor was too low.
Okay.
I don't like that because it's just not comfortable for me.
Right,
so I just added a shelf, and with the shelf brings up the monitor, also gives me a spot for some stuff. I still have room underneath.
Yeah.
And yeah, just that's pretty much what I've done to mine.
Nice. So you got whatever you want. You got a drawer to tuck stuff away if you need, and then you can have like a charger, you can do different things. And then you also still have a little area if you want to work on something.
Yeah, that's why, because having it too high, just working on stuff is just weird. So I just added a shelf.
Nice.
And you could adjust the shelf with the legs. So.
And it's like totally scalable for like, say you wanted to switch your monitor setup or switch computers. You've got room to do whatever you want. It's not going to mess up your desk space, basically.
Yeah, bottom shelf moves up and down. You could put longer legs if you want to make it taller. So yeah, infinitely adjustable.
Nice. Hey guys, I'm here with Elliot. I just wanted to ask you real quick, given that spirit of continual improvement that we like to practice here, why did you decide to go with this smart doorbell? And then what kind of problems was that solving for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So with assembly, it's hard because now we have this whole room that's blocked off. Because of that, we'd have our UPS driver, we'd have one of our suppliers coming by, one of our metal suppliers, something. They'd come to our bay door and they'd always be honking the horn. Sometimes we wouldn't hear them. If no one's in the shop, we wouldn't see them. And it was just a pain because a lot of the time I'm right here next to the door, but I have no idea that we've got one of our vendors outside waiting for us. So to eliminate that, we installed just a little $15 doorbell we found on Amazon. We installed that on the outside, and now every time someone comes, they can ring that. It'll go off in our assembly room here, as well in our break room if someone's on break.
And then do you have any plans for the future or any kind of hopes for like maybe a version 2.0 kind of system that makes it even better?
Yeah, there's a chance we might put 1 or 2 more kind of ringers throughout the shop. That way when someone rings it, it's not just the assembly room and the break room, but you can kind of hear it anywhere in the shop. Eventually we'd love to get some sort of monitor in here with a camera outside too, so if we're in the assembly room we can actually see when someone pulls up and hopefully catch them before they even have to ring the doorbell.
So now when people roll up, you could be working, you could do whatever, and you just hear a little tone and you know, hey, I'll just go check the bay door and see what's up, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So lastly, I wanted to just spend a second going over our rolling work carts. So we use these to transport raw stock, finished parts. So whatever it is that we just need to move quickly around the shop, we tend to throw onto these metal U-line carts. Now this has been working really great for us, and we honestly didn't need to change it for a while. But then we started noticing certain finished parts were getting scratched or potentially caught on the edges of these carts, and just over time it was causing more defects. So what we decided to do was take a piece of cardboard and just some tape and tape it down to the top of these carts. Now it was kind of an okay solution at the time, but we knew this really wasn't a long-term best fit for us, and it was a little janky, to be honest. So over time, the cardboard would wear down, the tape would come off, and it was just a hassle. So we figured, let's just do a once and for all kind of long-term finish that just goes along with that mindset of continual improvement that we like to practice here. So the next step was we ordered just some basic rubber mats with a sticky backing, and we just literally cut it to size, cut it to fit, and stuck it down on our carts. And what that allows us to do is transport stuff just like we were doing. It allows us to work at waist height without bending over and injuring our backs. It just made everything comfortable, and it also added a layer of grip. So if there was a part that was covered in coolant or something, it's not going sliding off the, it's not gonna slide off the edge and go tumble on the floor and just get dented or cause a mess. So this was really a nice solution for us. Something really simple that honestly, it's kind of one of those no-brainers where you're like, why didn't we do this years ago? But this is something we just wanted to share with you guys, hopefully inspire to just make marginal little continual improvements around your shop, and to show you that really you don't have to think super huge to make a big impact. These small things really add up to saving time and costs in the big picture. So we really love what these carts turn into, and honestly right now I think it's at a point where we're okay with it, and we'll just keep working until we run into another pain point or problem, and then we can address that just slowly over time to make things better and better.
Okay, now you saw 3 improvements. You don't have to make rolling carts or put rubber mats on your work surfaces. The bigger picture that I want to convey to you is if something bugs you, take the time to fix it. That will always lead to multiples of improvements, not just in productivity or dollars, but in just general happiness. Happy people make good products and they make great coworkers. That's the bottom line. So if you like these videos, consider subscribing, and until next time, go innovate your production.